Yo, what's good? It's your boy Max here. Welcome back to another Friday podcast episode. Today we're going to be talking about coping with feeling down. Now, we all know it happens, you're just kind of vibing and then like it just hits you like, damn, what if I'm doing things wrong? What if I'm not good enough, I'm this and that, etc. Happens to everyone. Not everyone is, confident enough to share this sort of shit, but it goes on with everyone, like without fail. It's normal, yeah, which is what I've come to realize. Because I don't think I've ever seen a person who I would not expect to never feel down, first of all, but even then, expectations lead to disappointment, which is something I stand by. And basically, what I'm trying to say is, even if you were expecting someone to be literally emotionally stable completely, like no downfalls, it's impossible. No one's perfect. Alright, let's just get that out of the way. Um, a lot of the battles actually go inside your own head. They go on just from your own thoughts. Now, this was meant to be some kind of survival mechanism back in the day because you basically needed to be the strongest in the crew. Yeah, yeah, caveman era, etc. You always see this sort of stuff, but basically, this sort of stuff comes from our like don't know what you call it in English, but I keep forgetting. But it comes from the mandem that lived before us, basically. Um, our ancestors. That's it. That's the word. I remembered it. I actually can't believe it. When I'm trying to think super hard about something, I never usually remember it. But our ancestors, like, oh, from way back, them man used to like have to do a bunch of stuff, and they had a lot more problems than we do nowadays. Like, we're living life, if you think about it. Like, your problems right now, they don't mean anything. They don't mean anything, like, in the large scheme of things. So yeah, like, a lot of people are living much worse off than you are right now anyway. Oh, but that's not what I'm trying to get at here. What I'm trying to get at is it's normal, and you can't really do much about it apart from a few things that I'm going to be telling you about today. So stick around, and let's get right into what my sort of way of coping with this sort of stuff is, because I've been through a lot with this sort of stuff, and not for much reason either. Sometimes, it's like unreasonable to even be butthurt or just kind of in a bad mental state about some sort of stuff. But in the moment, you're just like, like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, I'm not good enough, this. You get what I'm saying by now. But anyway, the first way, which I definitely recommend you guys get into, is exercise, bro. Exercise, like, even if it's like a 5-10 minute session, which is what I do, literally 3 or 4 times a day. Like, you don't have to start off like that. Maybe you want to start off with one or two, but definitely do this because it takes your mind off things. Because if you've got stuff on your mind when you're working out, like, it's going to be very hard working out. So basically, when you do that sort of stuff, tell your body to, like, relax, bruv, and do some exercise instead of putting all that like energy towards thinking about stuff that's not going to matter, and stop yourself from suffering, Anyway, that's an amazing way. Not only is it good for your mind, it's good for your body, obviously. I'm pretty sure everyone knew that. If you didn't know, exercise is actually good for you. Like, wow, damn, no way. I didn't know that. But anyway, next up, we have switching the subject. Now, this is probably like the more advanced way. Not gonna lie, takes a while to get down, but when you notice that you're kind of going astray from your normal thought process, and you're just like, I ain't done this, I ain't done that, I'm so lazy, la di da di da. Switch the subject. Like, if you're thinking about that stuff, go and watch a movie. Go and make a YouTube video. Go and do anything else outside of that you enjoy. It doesn't matter if you think you're wasting time, because that's my biggest concern. Because when I'm usually feeling down, I'm like, yo, I'm not maximizing this time. Like, gotta go get this work done, etc. most of the time taking a break, like literally half an hour to an hour break, will set you up for the rest of the day. But if you don't take that half an hour to an hour break, you're gonna be feeling down for a very long time. And that's what I've come to realize. Before I'd be like, I don't need this break. I'm just gonna keep going at it. And the reality is, you need that break. Like you just need it. And trust me, this is coming from someone who can't put work down when I gotta do it. And especially if you're under pressure of getting that stuff done. Say for example, it's for work or for school or something. Um, you gotta switch what you're doing. Go do something that you find fun for half an hour to an hour. You'll come back so much more motivated and refreshed that it's gonna be really good. I know that people like to sleep through their depression and all that stuff, but don't really see how you can do that. I mean, it must be pretty easy to fall asleep because you're just like, oh, whatever. Like, I might just as well die at this point because I know people get that sort of stuff. And I feel like I've done that like once in the past few years. It's not been the worst experience. I'm not gonna lie. I woke up feeling a little bit better, but it's not the best way either. Let me just tell you that. Like, I mean, you need sleep anyway. So if you're not getting enough sleep, then go do that. But the way I talked about just before that is probably better. And finally, I just want to talk about you lot. If you got any, downsides to you, which I don't want to call them downsides, but it will probably be like the easiest way to put it. You probably don't want to share it, so just keep it with you. Go out there and think what you can actually do about, like you're feeling down. If you're in a state where you feel like you can't like be bothered to do anything and there's no point of living, then get therapy. Try not to go on like doing drugs and stuff because that route is not gonna save you and you're gonna be on prescriptions for like the rest of your life, basically, because you can end up getting an addiction with that sort of stuff. And I'm no rocket scientist, but that was something that I feel like was worth a mention. Um, so yeah, get help, especially for the male viewers of this channel, because male health, I'm not gonna lie, over this century it's improved a whole lot more. Like people pay more attention to it, but before, suicide is the most common like way for males to die or something. From what I heard, obviously apart from old age, probably that's the only thing I can think of. But it's probably been coming down over the past years, which is good because society actually pays more attention to males' sort of mental health too now. And it's alright if you like. It's always been alright to feel bad about that stuff, but people just didn't realize it. If that makes any sense, like you don't want to be seen as weak, etc. But like at this point, I really don't care like what people think. So it's like it's just like whatever. So yeah, I hope you guys get that attitude too, because as soon as you get to that point, then you're gonna be living life like you just are. All right, and yeah, that kind of summarizes that sort of stuff. If you do need help, like get professional help if you're feeling like super down. But if you want to message me on Instagram, I mean, I'm no therapist, but obviously, I mean, like I'm someone you could probably talk to. So yeah, hit me up on there. The link to that will be in my description if you want. Anyway, that about wraps it up. And if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with noties on to never miss another upload from your boy ever again. Also, check the pinned comment and the description for my Patreon, and any monetary contributions will be really appreciated and will help the channel keep up and running. And that pretty much wraps it up. I'll see you guys in the next episode.